But I have done a lot of student recruiting over the years, and I have a pretty good sense of the types of questions that you're going to get asked on your tours. So I'm going to do my best to try to answer some of those questions for you and point you in the direction of some resources that might be helpful to you when you go to speak to student groups, when you're conducting tours, when you're answering questions, and so forth. First of all, the College of Visual Performing Arts has 4 departments. Do you know what those departments are?
Theater, dance.
Theater and dance is one. Music is another. And then we have 2 visual art departments, the Department of Fine Arts, which includes all the things like painting, drawing, photography, ceramics, etc., and also art history and art education. And then we have the Department of Design, which consists of programs in graphic design and illustration, or we also call it visual communication, and interior design. Okay? All of those programs that I've mentioned are accredited, okay, are nationally accredited. And that's important to know because Winthrop is only one of 16 schools in the entire country that has all of its arts programs accredited. Okay? So that's actually a pretty prestigious thing to mention. And in some cases, we have the only program in South Carolina. For example, our interior design program is the only program in South Carolina that's accredited. Okay? So, again, that's an important thing for you to know, an important fact that you can rattle off to parents, prospective parents and students. We have outstanding faculty and facilities. Our faculty to student ratio tends to be very small, which is great. Typically, in a lot of our studio art classes and music and theater and dance classes, there may be only 10 students, sometimes less, okay? So you work very closely with your faculty. It's a very close relationship. Students often call their faculty members by their first name, not out of a lack of respect, but simply because of that close symbiotic relationship. And faculty work very closely with students. They collaborate on projects. They collaborate on research. We take our students abroad on trips as well. I just took a group of students along with a colleague to Paris over the winter break, a group of art history majors, to visit museums and exhibits and things in France. So we have lots of experiences like that, lots of close experiences that we have with our students. Our facilities are really world-class facilities. And one of the reasons I'm pulling up the website is I want to show you just some examples of the types of facilities that we offer. If you go to the main page of Winthrop and scroll down to the bottom, all you have to do is click on the arts page to see all the different activities that go on in our programs throughout the year. We have videos of performances and rehearsals that are updated on a regular basis. You can click on the latest performance that we've uploaded. You can check out and see what's happening in the galleries, in the music department, in theater and dance. Okay? These are updated all the time. And the calendars that I've just passed out to you also give a little bit of background, a little bit of information on the different things that we have going on. I would encourage you, before you're about to give a tour, before you're about to meet with some students or prospective parents or students, that you check out what's going on. If you have any students in your group who are theater majors or prospective music majors, you can tell them about upcoming events that might be coming up that weekend, for example. And if they live nearby, they might want to consider visiting. There might even be a performance that evening that they would be available to attend. And if you call the department up, in some cases we can get complimentary tickets for them to see the performance that evening. So I would really encourage you to mention that, not only for prospective students in the visual and performing arts, but for any prospective student, because the quality of the performances is very high, and I think it really is an impressive showcase of the talent the talented students that we have here at Winthrop. And also you can see that the facilities are beautiful. If you're taking a student group through Johnson Hall, for example, be sure to take them into our beautiful state-of-the-art 300-seat theater so they can see that. Usually there's stuff going on in the theater. I'll show you a picture of it. Let's see. This may not come up. You may have to go to the department website to see that. To see the theater shots. Hang on one second. Yes, question.
And where's the theater at? Like,
okay, good question. The Department of Theater and Dance is in Johnson Hall, which is, if you're facing Tillman, it's the far back left-hand corner of campus. By where Roddy is. Do you know where Roddy is?
Yeah, but I mean, we're inside.
You walk straight in that lobby, and there's two little doorways that kind of go off on either side, and it's in there. Now, during the day, you know, usually that space is open and you can take groups in there. And even if there's a rehearsal going on or something like that, the professors won't mind if you come in. If for some reason the door is locked and you can't get in, then I would go to the departmental office and ask them to let you in. Because it's a beautiful space. Let's see. And it will really wow people when you take them in there. I don't know if we have any full shots. Maybe not. We might not have any full shots of the whole space. Well, you can kind of get a little bit of an idea. And usually they're building a set or they're, you know, working with the lighting or something like that. So it's, you can see activities are actually in progress when you bring groups through. And that can be a really interesting thing for people to see. We also have a smaller theater space called the Black Box Theater, which is located down the hallway on the right-hand side. And again, someone in the departmental office could take you down there and open that door up to show a group that if you wanted to. One of the advantages of all of our performing arts groups, whether it's theater, dance, or music, is that students have a lot of opportunities to perform in leading roles. Because we don't have huge graduate programs with graduate students who take all the lead roles in our theater productions, for example, undergraduates have a chance to play many of the leading roles in our productions. The other thing that's good to know is that you don't have to be a theater and dance major or a music major to perform with a theater and dance group or a music group. So, for example, say a student is a business major, but they love to sing. Maybe they grew up singing in their church choir or their school chorus or something like that, and they want to keep singing, but they don't necessarily want to major in music. They can still audition for our choral groups and have the chance to perform, okay? And there's also opportunities for taking private lessons and things like that as well. So sometimes the arts might be something that a student wants to major in, or sometimes it might be something that they just want to do on the side, but we have options for all of those things. In the